drama, tears, and a voice that felt like it came straight out of classic country history. That's how fans are describing Manny Costello's blind audition on The Voice. His heartfelt performance of Craig Morgan's Almost Home didn't just move Coach Reba to tears. It also set social media buzzing. Some are calling it one of the most authentic country auditions in years. But wait until you hear why fans are comparing his voice to legends of the 70s and 80s, and why many believe he's already a dark horse contender for the finals. Before we dive into all the reactions, don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you thought of Manny's performance. Did it hit you as hard as it hit Reba? Right from the start, this audition had an emotional weight. Manny, a father of two, chose Almost Home, a song filled with nostalgia, struggle, and heart. Fans instantly picked up on the sincerity in his delivery. Many said his voice didn't just sing the lyrics, it lived inside them. One reaction summed it up perfectly. His voice feels like a mixture of so many 70s and 80s country legends. That's a big compliment, because those were the decades that shaped modern country music. His tone, his vibrato, and his phrasing felt timeless, almost as if he was channeling the greats while still bringing his own authenticity. And of course, the emotional impact was undeniable. Some admitted they cried while watching, saying the combination of his voice and the song choice was just too powerful. One person even said, "I'm crying too. Great song choice, great voice." Another described it as gut-wrenchingly beautiful, a performance that truly touched home. Reba's own reaction spoke volumes. She was visibly moved, her eyes welling up with tears. For longtime country fans, seeing a legend like Reba break down emotionally was a sign of just how deeply Manny connected with the song. And many fans echoed that sentiment. If you can bring Reba to tears, you're clearly doing something right. The praise for Manny's vocals was overwhelming. People kept coming back to the same word, classic. A classic country voice. A classic country tone. Smooth, authentic, and radio-ready. Some even imagined where his career could go from here. "He's so ready for the radio," someone said. "He could sell out stadiums with that smooth voice," another declared. A few even went further, saying he has the kind of voice that belongs on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry. That's about as high a compliment as it gets in country music. Others praised his control, how he didn't try to oversing or do too much. He slipped into the story with a gentle twang, delivered a powerful high note at just the right moment, and then stepped back, letting the lyrics breathe. For fans, that showed a maturity and authenticity rarely seen in blind auditions. And it wasn't just about technique, it was about connection. Listeners felt the emotion. One person pointed out that Manny has this unique quality to make you feel what he's feeling. That's rare. It's not just singing, it's storytelling. Now here's where the debate begins. Some fans were actually surprised Manny only got 2 chairs. With that voice and that emotional performance, many thought it deserved a full 4-chair turn. One person even said, "I'm surprised he only got 2 chairs. Grand Ole Opry, here comes the new talent." That sparked conversations online. Was this one of those auditions where the coaches might have underestimated the singer? Some felt like Reba clearly understood his talent, but others wondered why not everyone else turned. As one fan put it, "This is a recording voice. How did more coaches not jump in?" This created a little drama in the fan base. While some were just celebrating the performance, others were asking whether this might be one of the season's most overlooked talents. And often, overlooked contestants end up becoming fan favorites later on. Of course, we can't ignore the fun moments. While Reba was tearing up, Snoop was vibing in his own way. Fans loved watching him with his sunglasses on, nodding along, clearly enjoying the music. One person joked, "Snoop out here blasted with his glasses on, just having the best life ever." Another added, "If you would have told me I'd see Snoop head bobbing to country music, I would have said you're lying." These reactions gave a lighter, more humorous contrast to the heavy emotions of the audition. It showed how Manny's performance had the power to connect across genres, across generations, even across lifestyles. And then there was the love for Reba herself. Some couldn't stop talking about how stunning she looked and how gracefully she continues to carry herself on the show. For many fans, seeing Reba coach someone with such a classic country voice felt like the perfect match. Another fascinating part of the reaction was how international it was. People from outside the US, from Honduras, Brazil, and elsewhere, spoke about how much they loved the performance. One fan who grew up on classic country legends like Kenny Rogers and Loretta Lynn said this audition brought back powerful memories. Another from Brazil admitted they don't even fully understand country, but the emotion in Manny's voice touched their heart deeply. That shows just how universal music can be. Even a deeply American song like Almost Home can cross borders and cultures when it's performed with genuine emotion. By the end of the night, the sentiment was clear. Fans see Manny as more than just another contestant. They see him as a potential finalist. Several people even called him a dark horse of the competition, someone who could quietly rise and surprise everyone later on. Others highlighted his authenticity, not just in his singing, but in the way he carried himself on stage. Fans mentioned how polite he was, how he talked about his family, and how grounded he seemed. That humility, combined with his voice, made people root for him even more. So, what are we left with? Manny Costello delivered a blind audition that wasn't flashy, but it was powerful. It was raw. It was honest. It moved people to tears, including Coach Reba. His voice reminded many of the golden era of country. While still feeling fresh enough for today's stage? Yes. Some fans were shocked he didn't get 4 chairs, but maybe that just adds to his underdog story. Sometimes the singers who don't get the biggest reactions at first end up making the deepest impact later on. Fans are already calling him radio-ready, Opry-ready, and even finalist material. And if nothing else, his performance proved one thing. Authentic country storytelling still has the power to stop people in their tracks, to cross boundaries, and to bring even the toughest critics to tears. Now the question is, how far will Manny go in this competition? Could this father of 2 be the season's breakout country star? What do you think? Was this one of the best auditions of the season so far, or are fans overhyping it? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who loves country music. Because if the reactions are anything to go by, Manny Costello's journey on The Voice is only just getting started.